Hello there, everybody. If you're lacking chess puzzles and studies, you have probably heard of this name before, Alexey Troitsky. He is one of the best, one of the iconic composers of chess history. And here's another one from him. White to move here, and we win. You see, we only have one pawn against black's two pawns. We're both covering our squares where we can promote our pawns, but we are one step behind. But still, we are winning this as white. And of course, it's now time for you to find out if you can solve this on your own by pausing the video and analyze this by yourself. Go ahead. And welcome back. Well, okay, actually, the first move is very simple because, as I said, we're one step further away from promotion and we want to promote with the tempo to get a check at least. If we do anything else than moving this pawn, we are losing right away. Something like this, and we get black the chance to leave the 8th rank, which will not be checked then. He will simply promote before us and start checking, and we are losing. And there's no point in bringing the king closer now. Same here, black will just run with his pawn right away. And as you see, we cannot stop this pawn anyway, so we have to focus on our own pawn. Yes, now, as I say, two more steps now. If black moves his king, well, then he lost the tempo. Then we can use the tempo for our king also. And of course, we get another tempo with a check. So this is winning. Very bad move for black to play king b8 there. And he should not start messing around with this either. I mean, we just continue here and we will get the king if needed. Otherwise, just promote and win. So black also has to run his pawn, but let's just look at one other move that is interesting. Black can attack our pawn here. Obviously, we cannot just protect it. He can easily sacrifice, and we cannot win with just a bishop. So if he plays bishop e4, we have to push it to c7, and now he can try to stop it with bishop b7. Can you see how white wins from this position? Well, I think you see the brilliant move, bishop g2. We are pinning the bishop. It doesn't matter that we're sacrificing our own bishop. Of course, we'd rather get a queen and then just start checking, and this will be an easy win very, very shortly. You can do a check here, and well, I don't think we have to look at how we win from this point. Okay, so let's start over then. Black will not do anything about our pawn. We will not do anything about his pawn. So we will simply just promote both of us like this. We get a queen. First move, king a7. Now the question is, how do we win from here? We're still a pawn down, but of course we have the tempo move. It's our move. We can do some checks here and find some way we can trap the king into a checkmate, or maybe win his queen or anything. Can you see how? Okay. We cannot still waste any time with stuff like this. This is just losing. It will be checks. We will lose our bishop, and a lot of bad things will happen. So we have to just continue with the checks. Now I say force move because black cannot go to a6 due to an immediate checkmate. He has to go back. And now we do the check here. I think all of you, or most of you anyway, calculated up to this point. Here comes the check. We have trapped the king. This looks like an easy win. But it's not really that easy because black will put his bishop in between. And the question is, of course, still, look at this. We are pawn down. How can we win this? There's only one move for white now to win this. Otherwise, it will be a draw. Can you find that move? Here it comes. It's such a beautiful queen to h7. We are pinning the bishop from both sides. Obviously, again, we're happy to waste our own bishop to get his queen. Easy win from here. And really, what can he do? He cannot move this one. He will lose his queen. If he tries to move the king, well, then we win the bishop. But just a bishop up in an endgame like this, it's not easy normally. But of course, we are threatening the queen, and we are threatening also checkmate. So this is just a very, very short number of moves left before he can resign. He will actually have to sacrifice his queen right away not to be checkmated. So that is winning. Okay, let's go back and find some other options for black. I said we are just gonna focus on our own pawns, but there is actually one more line. At this point, black can give a check here on g6. And that is if he really looked into the crystal ball and see what's going to happen, he wants us to move the king first. If we now move our king to d8, which actually we have to do, we have to get closer to protect the c8 square, there is some different options now. Same thing will happen. Get a queen each to check. He will come up. We will check again. Force him back down. Remember the checkmate here on bishop c8 if he goes to a6. And the check. And now again, bishop e4. Now it's different because we cannot play queen h7 anymore. Now the king is open up here, which means black can start checking us. He can check on d1. That brings him away from the pin. Get a tempo check, and of course he will take our bishop the next move. So this is not winning. So at this point we have to find something else. You see the winning move for white here? I'll give you a few seconds if you need to think about it. Okay, here we go. Well, we just do a simple little king move. We hide our king here, and we are threatening the checkmate on b8 with our queen. Note here that black cannot start checking with the bishop because it's of course pinned. He can only take our bishop, but as we say, that's a checkmate. And really, he cannot do anything else. It's going to be checkmate in a couple of moves here, and black can just resign. So that's how we look at it. The beautiful study from Alexey Troitsky, just running your pawn and then get the, what I liked about this, the beautiful queen move to h7. That's really, that caught my eye on this study and I enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed it too. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you tomorrow on my next little puzzle. Have a great day. Bye bye.